going to change it up a little bit now and open up discussion amongst the two of you, and hear your different opinions on some specific topics. So I'm going to start, but it's a question for both of you. How long do you consider that you are expecting to live?
Dmitry, you can go first.
Okay, so when I joined field of aging research, average life expectancy on most of the countries was considered around 75, maybe 80 years. To speak that on average people will live 100 years, it was something crazy, When somebody was talking that people will live up to 120 years, it was absolutely out of, kind of standard. It was absolutely crazy. Now, however, Jean-Claude lived up to 122 years. And as I mentioned, the progress over the last 23 years was significant. So my minimum, let's say, plan achieve 120 years. I think this is absolutely realistic now. However, I think that within next 10 years, the progress in biomedicine will increase. So that's why when we'll speak in 2030, maybe planning 120 will be very skeptical. So maybe we'll plan 150, maybe 200 years. By the way, Jack Ma, that from Alibaba, he's already planning, or at least he's saying that people will live up to 200 years on average.
But what about, and you? What do you think? How long do you think
my
you're
minimum
going to live?
plan is 120.
Okay. You're not going to collect your own million then? So, Margaretta, same question. When do you? What's your expectation?
Okay, so the question is, how long do we expect to live? And I would like to change the question. Like, how long would I like to live? So I love life, and I would love to live as long as possible, past 120 years. That's what I would like. And I'd love to be alive, in 2050 and 2060 and 2070 and see, the next generations of my family. So I want all that, but there's no treatments right now that can get, in my understanding, that can get us past really like 110. And so I think I could live till 100 as things are now, but we do need more progress in order to get us past. And if I would love just to have treatments that slow down aging and even reverse aging. So I really want to live long, and I want to increase my chronological age, but decrease my biological age. So I don't want to be like that woman who was 122 and biologically 122. I really want to. I love the idea of being chronologically, 100 and having all that experience, and I love that part. But I don't really want to be biologically 122.
There is one very specific technological scientific term, so-called escape velocity. So the point is that different forecasters are predicting that 2030 or maybe 2040 will become the year of achieving so-called escape velocity in longevity. That means that if any given individual is living for one more year, survived for one more year or more, that person is actually getting access to additional technologies which were developed during that year. And those technologies giving possibility to live at least additional new year. And with that, this is like escape velocity. Whereas at the even further stage, there will be technology capable to not only to achieve escape velocity, but also to reverse aging. So my point is that I'm quite sure that within 10 years, we will achieve escape velocity. Within 20 years, we will achieve definitely technology to maintain state of precision health for very, very long time. Maybe there will be some exclusions about the people with very specific, genetic conditions. So, but I'm speaking about, on average.
So I think the future looks bright for my children. I can say that.
But also, Karen, for us, we're young enough that we may be able to get this.
Margaretta mentioned such word that there are no technologies capable to extend life now, but there are technologies capable to extend healthy period of life already now. This is absolutely clear. And the point is that we shall focus now on and talk not about extreme life extension, like beyond 120. We shall talk about how to extend health longevity, let's say from 90 to 100, and with that, maximize chances also to live longer. But the point is that to ensure that you will get access to those technologies which will be developed in 2025 and 2030. With that, it will double maximize the chances that you will also get access to that advanced radical life extension technology.
We're actually getting quite close to the hour, and I know that we have some that Franco wants to say a few things, but there is one question I really want to ask you. From the discussion we've had, to what extent are these technologies and these discoveries going to only apply to the wealthy? Is it going to increase health inequalities, or is this one of the ways of addressing health inequalities? Don't know, mind which of you goes first, but that's
Dmitry, you can go first.
Okay, so the point is that this device, it was probably invented like 12 years ago, but 10 years ago, the price probably was around $1 billion because it was very unique. Now, smartphones, now all the people do have smartphones. They cost on average less than 1,000. There are even models, for like very cheap models or innovative models. They cost $100. So the point is that progress is exponential, and technologies which will now affordable for extremely wealthy people in 5 years, and especially in 10 years, they will be affordable for all people. At the same time, super wealthy people interested to extend their life, they will invest into development technology. That's why it will be beneficial for humanity on on an entire scale.
okay.
Yeah, so I hope, it's my hope that many people have access to treatments to keep them healthy and to maybe slow down aging, but also just access to the information. Many people have no idea there's even a longevity industry, and they don't. When I wrote that article about clinical trials, people were shocked, and in all the comments, people were saying, I had no idea there were any clinical trials in longevity. So I think we do have to have really responsible people writing accurate articles about the progress that's being made, so everyone all around the world can understand that this is a legitimate science is happening. They're making incredible progress. Level-headed, responsible people are involved, and hopefully it can be for everyone. Because there is a perception that it's only for the rich, and I don't think it has to be.
By the way, this type of the projects, like a longevity banking card, this will provide sophisticated solutions for different people to be more equalized in the sense of having not maybe that much money, actual access to most advanced and let's say relevant technologies.
So I think that's probably a good point on which we should finish. And it's been really fun talking to you, and I hope people enjoy your book. There are about 15 questions that've been asked, and I'm sure that you will respond individually to the people who've asked the questions, because there's some really good questions there. And I'm going to hand back to Franco now.
Okay, before Franco goes, I just want to say, Karen, thank you so much for being here with us. Dmitry and I were so excited that you were going to be with us, and it just makes it really nice to have you here asking us questions.
I learn from you every time I talk to you, so I'm delighted to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, well, thank you, Dmitry and Margaretta, for that intensely stimulating discussion, and also Karen for graciously being the moderator for today's event. So some closing remarks. Once again, the book is available officially today on Amazon in 2 formats: as a high-quality full-color print edition priced at $55, which again is the minimum price set by Amazon to cover the actual printing of a full-color, densely infographic 400-page book printed on high-quality paper, and also as a Kindle ebook priced at $20. And for those of you who do purchase the print book, I highly encourage you to write us at contact@longevity-book.com, and we'll give you a free copy of the high-resolution PDF optimized for desktop and laptop viewing, so that you can have a maximally interactive and immersive experience by really digging into the wealth of hyperlinks that are scattered throughout the book. And of course, all of today's participants will be sent links to purchase the book on Amazon and on the Longevity Book website. I would also highly recommend everybody viewing, again, to actually subscribe at the Longevity Book website. just click the red subscribe button in the top right corner in order to remain informed about future events and to gain access to a variety of updates, articles, multimedia materials, and exclusive preview content currently slated for inclusion in Margaretta and Dmitry's next book, Longevity Industry 2.0, which will come out sometime in 2021. Again, the journey of Longevity Industry 1.0 doesn't stop here and isn't contained in the front and back cover of the book. And indeed, this should be considered less as a formal book and more as the necessary vehicle and launching pad for a much larger series of books and for an interactive, dynamic, and evolving multimedia channel. And subscribing to the Longevity Book website will give you access to a lot of that exclusive follow-on materials. Subscribers will also be sent invites and registration links for a number of other specific upcoming events centered around the topics present in the Longevity book, including a virtual roundtable discussion slated for mid-October, where a number of the book's guest authors and guest contributors will have a discussion together. That will be moderated by Robin Farmanyan, best-selling author of Patient as CEO, How Technology Empowers the Healthcare Consumer. Subscribers will also get invites and links to another specialized webinar slated for early November, which focuses specifically on the longevity financial industry, where Dmitry will give a keynote presentation providing insights on major trends and near-term forecasts for longevity finance, as well as a sneak peek preview of his new forthcoming book, The Longevity Financial Industry, which will chart the present state and future evolution of longevity finance, the rise of longevity banks, and the very soon coming rise of longevity-based derivatives and financial instruments. The event will also feature a preview of a major new project being developed by Aging Analytics Agency, called the Longevity Finance Dashboard, which combines the sophisticated analytics of Aging Analytics Agency with the advanced data visualization capacities of Deep Knowledge Group in order to create a source of market intelligence and SWOT analysis on the major players active in the growing longevity financial industry, as well as a talk by Sergey Balsanyan, CEO of Longevity Card, and also a guest contributor to Longevity Industry 1.0. Lastly, we are also participating in and supporting the upcoming second annual Longevity Policy and Governance Summit, hosted by the UK All-Party Parliamentary Group for Longevity Secretariat, Longevity International, where Dmitry, who is actually the co-founder and head of international cooperation for that APPG Secretariat, will be delivering a presentation. And we encourage you to register for that summit at longevityinternational.org. With all that said, Dmitry and Margaretta, do you have any final comments before we close today's session?
I'd just like to thank everyone for joining us today and for being interested in our book and it being interested in longevity in general.
Thank you everybody for participation. I hope you will enjoy the book, and we'll keep you posted with some new updates and content and some new events, specifically tied and specifically designed for the readers of the book. Thank you very much.